Yo, what's good with y'all, man? Welcome back to another episode of my podcast, man. It's your host, Corday Beck, man. Yeah, man, March Madness is on and live in effect, We in the Sweet 16 now. Tomorrow will be the Sweet 16 to start, so I'm just going to give y'all, like my predictions for the rest of the tournament since, I missed the first two rounds. So, it is what it is. I'm going to still get y'all some ball. Some ball talk going here. All right, so first matchup I got here is number 1 Auburn taking on number 5 Michigan. Auburn just gave Creighton some work. It was a back and forth game, but Auburn was just scoring, and Creighton went on like a 6-7 minute scoring drought in the second half. Can't really have that, and that ultimately lost them their tournament. So. Yeah, but Todd Pettiford looked nice. I think he had 20 or something like that versus Creighton. Janai Broom, he's obviously their best player. He averages 18 and 10 a game, leads their team in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks. Like he's probably one like top 3 best bigs in the country, if not bigs player in general. He's super nice, man. He does it all for Auburn. He's been doing it all for Auburn since he transferred from Morehead State, so it's good to see that. But, yeah, man, this team's deep. We got Miles Kelly, who hit 7 threes one game, and then I think 6 the next game. He's super nice from that three-point line, man. He averages 11. They got Chad Baker-Mazara, 12.5 points per game, 2 assists, 3 boards. I like Chad. He I wish he'd get involved in offense a couple more games. A couple of games it seems like he, needs to take a couple more shots. But he's good in his role. Super lanky wing guy, can play defense. Really good shooter. So yeah, man. Denver Jones, you can't forget him. He was giving Creighton buckets as well. He was a pretty good guard off that bench. They got Cheney Johnson and Dylan Cardwell. I like as well. He's a super aggressive guy. Like he reminds me of like an Isaiah Stewart kind of. But he's a guy that you need. He's like a Draymond, set the tone for you, grab your rebounds, get your hard fouls to set the tone in the game. He's like super good guy up to have at your big man spot. Got your Kai Howard and stuff. So give me Michigan. Yeah, man. I think Michigan might be able to do this, man. They put up 91 on Texas A&M. So I believe if they come with that scoring power versus Auburn, they can do the same, because Creighton showed that they could beat Auburn and they stopped scoring. So, I think if Michigan comes in as hot as they did against Texas A&M, and they got probably my favorite player in college right now, Vlad Golden, averaging 16 points, leads the team in points and blocks. I mean, super good big. I talked about him in one of our past episodes. But then he can shoot the 34% from the 3 from 7-1 guy. So that's fire, man. Trey Donaldson, he's streaky at times, but when he's on as well. He hit a couple of big threes in their last game in that back and forth battle versus Texas A&M, which they ultimately pulled away. Roddy Gale Jr., I like him as well. Really good guy. 26 minutes, he averages 10 points, 4 boards. Some solid stuff, man. They got Amari Burnett, Will Shetter. So I've covered this team. I've watched a couple of Michigan games. I really think that they can beat Auburn, but it won't be easy for sure. But that's going to be my pick. I'm going to lock it in for Michigan. All right, next we got number 6 Ole Miss taking on number 2 Michigan State. This one's going to be kind of biased. Give me Michigan State. Yeah, I'm a UNC guy, and they packed us up first round, so I don't really want to do too much discussing about that. But on a less biased note, I haven't really watched too much of Ole Miss this season. I do know they got Jamin Brakefield and Malik Dia. I know those two guys, super good players right there. And then got other guys, their leading scorer, Sean Padula, averaging 15.2 and 3.7 assists and 1.9 steals, leading the team in 3 different categories. So off the rip, I can tell he's like a super gritty guard, kind of like a Braden Smith, who we'll talk about later, but something like that. But I will be watching this game for sure, because I can see it being back and forth for sure. But it could get ugly for either team. But I don't think it will. We got Michigan State, who I'll pick to win. They got Jaden Atkins leading the team at 12.7 points per game, and Jeremy Fears with 5.4 assists per game leading the team. I like Michigan State. I've seen a couple of their games. I watched them play with Wisconsin And who they played before? They took care of Bryant first round, took care of New Mexico in the second round, and two solid showings, I will say. Yeah, man, this team's pretty stacked though. I like it. They got Cohen Carr, Trey Holloman, Jace Richardson. They got Jeremy Fears. They got Frankie Fiddler, Xavier Booker. Super deep squad. A lot of length, and a couple of those guys that I named. A couple of tall guys. You know. But I won't act like um, I'm familiar with these teams, but I will be taking Michigan State. So in the Elite Eight, Michigan versus Michigan State to advance to the Final Four. Sounds like the perfect script to me. So forgot to mention my Heat, by the way. You feel me? I got my new releases back here. My Metallic 5s and the cool green. No, it's nothing too crazy. Just want to let y'all know how I was coming through. You feel me? So, but next we got Florida versus number 1 Florida versus number 1 Maryland. This should be a shootout. I mean, Maryland's coming in super hot. Hit that Dairy Queen, hit that game winner, drop out Colorado State, and then Florida been hot all season. Walter Clayton Jr. is a dog. And they just beat UConn by 2. So both teams coming off some super close games. So I expect to see some good basketball. Man, Florida's having a great season though. What's their record? 32-4. Finished second in the SEC. But you had Walter Clayton averaging just under 18 points per game at 17.9. He's also averaging 4.2 assists. And they got great supporting cast with Elijah Martin, Will Richard, Alex Condon. All three of those guys over 12 points per game. Yeah, then you look over at Maryland. You got Derek Queen, of course, obviously their best player. Super good. Derek Queen is. Man. I've been watching Derek Queen since he was in high school, so I'm sure most of us have. But he's averaged 16 and 10, almost 10 rebounds. I rounded up for him. And yeah, man, I was sleeping on Maryland. I ain't really watching much Maryland basketball this season. But I do know their players. Jacoby Gillespie at 14.6, Rodney Rice at 13.9 points. They got Julian Reese at 13.3 and 9 boards. Selton Miguel with 12 points. So they're deep, man. I don't know. I think Florida will be able to overcome this, but from the stats, they look like a really good team, man. 47% from the field to 10, 37% from 3. Yeah, man. But I think I'm gonna go Florida, bro. Walter Clayton's on a mission. And those senior guys that don't got much time left, they not going out easy, man. So I think Walter Clayton is gonna pull through for his team and get like a good comfy 7, 8 to 10 point margin for the win. Going to that next round to play the winner of our next game, which is Texas Tech versus Arkansas. Number 3 Texas Tech, number 10 Arkansas. Coach Cal, man, he's been putting it together, man. Arkansas has looked pretty good in the tournament so far. Beat Kansas first round. I think I kind of saw that coming. The game kind of went how we all expected it to go. Pretty back and forth. 2 really good self-renowned coaches showcasing their best squads. So, but yeah, man, Coach Cal and his boys sent them packing first round, and then went out there and upset St. John's as well. So, yeah, they're gonna come in hot. Texas Tech got some good wins. They beat Drake, beat UNC Wilmington, and yeah, man, this game should be pretty good. Yeah, Texas Tech is best player JT Toppin, 18 points, 9.3 boards. Really good, man. I know he's getting down like this, man. I do know JT Toppin, but 18 points is crazy work. So he's that Terrence Shannon type replacement for them this season. 14.7 from Darren Williams. 14.2 from Chance McMillan. I know who that is. Yeah, man. Texas Tech looking good as well. This should be a good game. I don't know who to pick. Texas Tech is a way higher seed, but Arkansas has been playing some good basketball. We know Arkansas's roster. Practically just Kentucky Junior. They got a dude Therio, Boogie Flynn, John L. Davis, DJ Wagner, V6, Carter Notch, Jonas Idu, Trevon Bazile, Billy Richmond. Team is deep, dog. Like, this is a really good squad. And then you put Coach Calvin ahead of these guys in charge. So, John L. Davis is leading the team. Actually, no, he's not. I don't know why ESPN's lying, but Adu Therio is leading the team with 15.6 points per game. After that, it'd be Boogie Flynn at 14.2. And then you got DJ Wagner at 11 and John L. Davis at 11. I think I'm gonna take Arkansas for another upset, man. I think they keep it rolling until at least the Elite Eight, where they'd have to see Florida. I think they probably meet their demise there, but I think they continue this and upset Texas Tech as well, man. Because, I mean, they got JT Toppin over there at Texas Tech, but I think, Adu Dario, Avicic, that was a good defensive guys, and I think they might be able to contain JT Toppin, so we'll see how that game goes, but that'll be one to watch, though. I like how that one's going to play out, I think. Next game, on to the right side, we got number 1 Duke versus number 4 Arizona. I'm hoping this is a good game, Duke beat Arizona earlier in the season, or a couple of months ago, by like 12, I want to believe. So, I don't know, man. It's going to be a close battle. We know Duke got the Cooper Flag, who's leading the team in every stat. This kid is calling him a kid. We're the same age. But yeah, he's averaging 18.7 boards, 4 assists, 1.4 steals, 1.3 blocks. Obviously the best player in the country. I mean, Cooper Flag is a problem, and he's practically unguardable moving like that at his size. But then you pair him up with Con Knipple, Tyrese Proctor, who went crazy last game, Sion James, got Kaman Maluach, Isaiah Evans, Caleb Foster, Mason Gillis. Duke, it pains me as a UNC fan, but I give credit when credit is due, man. And Duke is nice, man. And I wanna pick Arizona just because because Duke are the rivals, but I think Duke will win this game. But don't be surprised if Caleb Love sends Duke packing one more time. My boy, man, you got Arizona over here. You got Caleb Love at 16.8 points per game, having a pretty good season, man. Jaden Bradley got 3.7 assists, averaging 12 points. KJ Lewis had 10 points. You got Trey Townsend, Carter Bryant. This is a good Arizona team. They're having a great season as well. I want to take them to win this game. I really do. I feel like they can get something going against Duke, but Cooper Flag, Con Knipple, Tyrese Proctor, that's a deep team, dog. So I think realistically I'm gonna lock in Duke. But yeah, should be some good matchups, good contests between them two respective teams. And yeah, we'll get into the next game. All right, man. BYU Bama. This could be the best game of the Sweet 16, honestly. Before I started recording, I didn't really know who I wanted to pick to win this game, so I really still don't, honestly. I mean, both these teams are super good, man. I was aware of BYU's roster and stuff, but after watching their last 2 games in the tournament, I'm big on BYU, man. They got Richie Saunders, obviously their best player, man, 16.3 points per game, and I watched him give Wisconsin and VCU some serious buckets. Saunders he's a really good guard, man. He can shoot, he can drive, get to the rim, he can do it all, dog. Yeah, they got Yegor Demon, had 10.5 points per game as a freshman. Super good. I wonder if he's gonna stay or go straight to the league, but potential is there, man. Super good guard. I think versus VCU, he came out and smacked 3 straight threes, and they got him on here at 28% from the 3. So if he comes out and shoots like that versus Bama, gives them 2-3 threes, gets his momentum going, they could beat Bama as well. They got K Bakita at their center position, pretty good big man, great rebounder. Yeah, I've seen some good stuff from him as well this tournament. And then you go over to Alabama, man. Who Mark Sears, obviously, Jalen Brunson Jr., 18.6 points per game, 5 assists. Pair him up with Grant Nelson. Trelly got hurt earlier in the season. Got Aiden Holloway, LeBron Filion, and yeah, man, Chris Youngblood. This is a good team, which is why I don't want to put BYU over them. And I'm kind of second guessing it now that I look at it. Do I stick to it? No, give me Bama. Lock it in. I'm gonna lock it in with Bama, bro. I don't think there's no upsets in this top right side of the bracket. All right, this is where I'll shake up the bracket a little bit. Number 1 Houston versus number 4 Purdue. Give me number 4 Purdue, bro. I don't think I'll look at the rosters. I've watched both teams. Houston super good, man. Super good. And I love their coach as well. And LJ Cryer Sr., Jawan Roberts Sr. Got a couple of older guys. Got Milos Uzan. That's 11.5 points per game. 10.9 for Jawan Roberts. They got Terrence Arkin now. I don't really know how to pronounce that, but they got Terrence at 7 points. Emmanuel Sharp at 12.5. This is a really good team, man. With some great coaching. And they can shoot that ball 42%, 42%, 43%. Yeah, so. But I like how Purdue plays basketball, bro. They got Trey Kaufman-Renn averaging 20 points per game and 6 rebounds. And then you pair that with Braden Smith at 16 points and 8.5 assists. Like, those two are on a mission for their last year of college basketball, and you can tell in their games, dog. Like, High Point was trying to get back into it with them, and Braden Smith and Trey Kaufman-Renn snapped into it, got right back into the sets, and up the score on them. And eventually, it was just too much for High Point. Then they went on and played McNeese. Solid game. Same thing happened. Purdue got right back into their sets, and it was just outmatched. Purdue just plays pretty good basketball. They got great rebounders, great size. Fletcher Lawyer. They got Caleb Furst at the forward position, and they just play really good team basketball. I compare them like a Spurs kind of. And Trey Kaufman-Renn, super good big. He's been doing this for a while now, so I think Purdue goes to like maybe Final Four. They would see Kentucky or Tennessee, the game we'll get into next, but yeah, I got Purdue upsetting Houston, sending them home, man. All right, man. Last game. Also has potential to be one of the better games on the night. Most likely will be, honestly. But number 3 Kentucky versus number 2 Tennessee. This is a tough one, man. SEC conference matchup right here. Kentucky beat Tennessee twice this season, which is why I'm kind of conflicted to pick Tennessee to win this game. But I think they get it done this time, man. I think they get it done this time. They got over at Kentucky. They got Tega Awe at 16.3 points per game, 4.7 rebounds. Jackson Robinson with 13 points even. Kobe Bria at 11.8. Lamont Butler at 11.1. Amari Williams at 10.8. Andrew Carr at 10.4 points. And Brandon Garrison 5.9. Ansley Almanor 5.4. Kirk Crease. Man, Coach Cal left, and hey, man, Kentucky's still deep, bro. I just named a lot of hoopers, man. All these guys can really go, give you complete effort the whole game and just completely ball out. They don't have anybody over 30 minutes per game because there's just so many people on the roster you gotta play at Kentucky, and all these dudes are 40% shooters, 30% shooters. Besides the bigs, obviously you got high 30s, high 40s. Good Kentucky team, man, and I might be wrong if Kentucky ends up winning this game. I wouldn't be surprised, but over at Tennessee, Chaz Lanier at 18 points per game. Zakai Ziegler, he's at 13.7, 7.4 assists. Shout out to the Short Kings, man, cause he's a hooper. Zakai Ziegler is really nice. And Igor Milicic Jr. at 9.7, Jordan Gainey at 11.3, 7.2 from Felix Okpara. Yeah, man. I like Tennessee. Do I lock it in with Tennessee? No, I'm flipping my decision. I want to. I don't know, man. Tennessee's been on a mission, though. Give me Kentucky. Lock it in. Give me Kentucky. Lock it in. Kentucky's going to season sweep Tennessee and move on to the Elite Eight. I'm going to call it right there, man. But, yeah, these games will be on tomorrow, so we shall see how these play out. And I will have a reaction to those games and, my thoughts while watching. And, yeah, man, that's probably going to be it for this episode. I appreciate y'all for listening as always. And peace out, man.